Thursday, Gene.
Made it through hump day, and as you say, here we are Thursday.
And we made it through the fog.
Well, yeah.
Almost.
You said it was really thick as pea soup.
It was really bad this morning from one end to the other.
You said from Calapan to Calexico.
North of Calapan all the way down to Calexico. And There were areas where you just could not see your hand in front of your face.
So you just had to...
Crawl in.
Slide in.
Very slow and hoped like heck that the guys coming in the opposite direction were going slow too.
And that they could see you at least a little bit like you could probably see them, and that's it.
Well, yeah, fantastic thing about those is a lot of people, they don't turn their lights down.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're blinding you as you're coming up through the fog.
Yeah, instead of using fog lights.
Exactly.
Of course, they also drive with fog lights on when they shouldn't. So.
Yeah. And the low beams, actually, you see, if you don't have fog lights, your low beams, you can see better through the fog in the low beams than you can because the high beams reflect all over the fog. It makes it worse.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that. So it's an experience. It's an adventure coming to work in the morning when it's foggy.
Yeah, I like that. An adventure.
It is. It's you take your life into your hands.
Yes.
Realize how dedicated you are to your job.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we have so little fog, it is a different thing for desert rats to experience.
And mostly when it's foggy, it is foggy down here, usually at the colder temperatures. When it's foggy, it's patchy fog. You got areas of patchy fog, and then it's clear for a while, and then there's another patch. And it's really dense sometimes not so dense, but it's in patches. This one was consistent all the way through.
Here a patch, there a patch, everywhere a patch.
Yeah, well, that's why they call it patchy fog. And this one, this morning's fog was completely unpredicted. Not a mention in the forecast. Still on the forecast, they're not even mentioning the fog.
Yeah.
They usually give us updates on when they expect it to clear. They're not even recognizing that it's here.
As they said. They don't have a foggy idea.
They don't. It's funny. We'll get into the birthdays right now, but when I woke up this morning, I checked my time and then I saw I had a message on my Facebook and I went to the messages and it was a railroad worker friend who had put pictures of the fog in Calexico. So I kind of laughed at, oh boy, they got all that fog down there at the border. Went outside to get in my car, and we had just as much fog as they did.
Yeah,
it was like I said, an adventure coming to work this morning. Hopefully, it'll be better going home. Birthdays, you ready for the birthdays?
Yes, sirree, and then we'll do the big shot, and then the ordinary people, and we get into the news.
We got we got some news to go. At Christopher Lloyd, remember him? Back to the Future, Taxi, really funny guy.
Yes.
He's 82 today. Derek Jacobi is 82. Tony Roberts, I thought he was one of those the speaker guys. He's 81, says he's an actor. Catherine Deneuve, one of my crushes when I was a child. She is 77 today. Musician Eddie Brigatti was in the Rascals, and he was also in Joey D and the Starlighters. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah, preceded the Rascals. I had no idea. I didn't realize that. He's 75 today. Guitarist Leslie West of Mountain is 75. Jeff Goldblum, he was the Fly, also in the Jurassic Park movies. He's 68. Keyboardist Greg Hawkes of the Cars is 68. Luis Guzman, Code Black, really funny guy. He's a really good actor. Not the most attractive guy around, but he's a really good actor. 64 years old today. Carlos Mencia, it says he's a comedian. I haven't heard from him in a while. He's 53. Shelby Lynn, a singer, says she's 52. Jesse Tyler Ferguson of Modern Family is 45. Michael Fishman on Roseanne, 39. I think he was DJ, a little kid. Drummer Zach Hansen of Hansen is 35. Corey Hawkins of TV is Walking Dead, and also in the films Straight Outta Compton. He is 32 today. The local birthdays, we got a few of them coming up.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on, and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Ann Hurtado, Ramon Valenzuela, Kelly Porter, Dr. Betsy Lindbergh, Nathan Green, Cindy Sanchez, Marlene Gutierrez, Susana Medina, Cindy Tafoya, Sergio Mesa, Anthony Del Valle, Yolanda Reyes, Gina Arce, Jasmine Flores, Katie Alcantar, Patricia Waters, Sylvia De Anda, and Sylvia Calatiayud. Yeah, I hope I pronounced that right. Happy birthday to every single one. Couple of anniversaries today, David and Gwen Sadu, and Manuel and Anna Vasquez. Happy anniversary to you guys from everybody at KXO. And now that we've celebrated, we've got some news. World California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist for sales and service. Call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Special Report. Amy Coney Barrett is on her way to the Supreme Court. Republicans in the Senate Judiciary Committee have voted to advance her nomination. Chairman Lindsey Graham.
How could anybody in their right mind, after listening to Judge Barrett, not understand she's not just qualified, she's incredibly qualified.
Committee Democrats boycotted the vote. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer speaking outside the Capitol.
The American people know what's going on. They're not fooled. They know this process is a sham, a naked power grab.
Correspondent Nancy Cortez on what comes next.
It now goes to the full Senate for a vote. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has vowed not to waste any time here. He wants to hold the final confirmation vote on Monday.
Barrett's addition would entrench a 6-3 conservative majority on the High Court, likely for years to come. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
No matter how hot it is outside, you can count on a reliable, energy-efficient York air conditioner to keep you cool and comfortable inside. And you can also count on it being protected by one of the strongest warranties in the industry. It's just another way we install confidence. To learn more, call Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501. You can also save up to 50% in energy costs. Call Lock today. 353-4501. York, install with confidence. Contractor license 696-216.
News, another round of power shutoffs in portions of 15 Northern California counties as worries continue about weather leading to more wildfires. The shutoffs could impact 37,000 customers in the Sierra Foothills and Bay Area. A court-appointed investigator says PG&E isn't trimming dangerous tree limbs that could start fires. Senator Bill Dodge says the company appears to be backsliding after making progress.
I've been a PG&E basher when it's been necessary, but when we had our last hearing, I think it was in May or June, they brought up a lot of positive things that the new management was doing.
The Federal Monitor says in one case a tree was scheduled for removal, but it was months before it was cut down. A high school in Marin County suspending hybrid instruction after learning about a large party and student sleepovers.
The worst thing you can do in a pandemic is to congregate people together.
UC Berkeley's Dr. John Schwartzberg, the school's principal, putting on-campus learning on pause until at least November 2nd. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 2 locations in the Valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less. With page one of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, the latest COVID numbers are in. George Gale has the story.
The numbers were released yesterday morning. COVID updates are released by the County Public Health Department. Latest update indicates the numbers are once again going the wrong way. According to the Wednesday update, the new cases per day per 100,000 population are now at 18.49, up from the 16.92 reported on Tuesday. Positivity rate also has gone up a little bit to 10.65%, up from the 10.51% reported on Tuesday. Deaths attributed to COVID-19 in Imperial County have increased by 1 from the Tuesday report. They are now at 336. 75,704 people have tested for the virus. 12,610 have tested positive. 11,917 have recovered. Active cases have also gone up to 357 from 307 reported on Tuesday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Methamphetamine found in Calexico. Border Patrol agents discovered 2 packages early Monday morning. At around 3:15 a.m., agents working downtown Calexico found 2 round packages near the intersection of Heber Avenue and First Street. Contents of the packages tested positive for methamphetamine. The total weight was just over a pound with an estimated street value of $2,750. No suspects were arrested. At around the same time, Mexicali law enforcement also seized narcotics, but no other details on that incident have been released. KXO News Time, 7:45.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
Well, the County Register of Voters has announced retirement. Here's more in the story.
Deborah Porter says she will retire on Election Day, November 3rd. That'll be her last final day as Imperial County Registrar of Voters. Porter has worked for the Imperial County since 1997. She has served as Registrar of Voters since 2014. In announcing her decision, Porter said she was at a place in her life where the retirement incentive offered by the board is one of that will benefit her personally, and she feels it's time that she enjoy the next stage of her life. Porter said she was proud of the role she played over the years in the election process for Imperial County and the valuable experiences and friendships that position has offered her. Registrar of Voters position is appointed by the county executive officer. Chairman of the Board of Supervisors, District 2 Supervisor Luis Plancarte, thanked Porter for her dedication to a very difficult job. A special team made up of staff from the executive office, county council, and human resources will work closely with the Registrar of Voters election staff to assist the department in the canvassing and certification of the November 3rd general election. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
And Page 1 of the Local News, a service this morning of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast features some of the very best games from the KXO archives. Classic high school football.
Let's play some football!
Is brought to you by Hacienda Snack Bar, serving specials daily. Call to place your order. Imperial Truss and Lumber, carrying hardware supplies for the contractor and do-it-yourself. Pico Market. New owners, same great carne asada, 8th and Pico in El Centro.
And classic football tomorrow night, the Bulldogs taking on the Spartans, game that was played originally in 2016. Got page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. With page 2 of the local news, here again is Gene.
Continuing with more local news, a two-vehicle collision with a fatality occurred in the county. George Gale has the story.
It occurred Monday night. 29-year-old El Centro resident suffered fatal injuries. Collision involved a black Hyundai Elantra and a white Jeep Cherokee. California Highway Patrol says the Elantra was heading west on Cole Road. The Jeep was traveling south on Dogwood. As the Hyundai approached the intersection of Cole and Dogwood, vehicle failed to stop and pulled directly into the path of the Jeep. Driver and sole occupant of the Elantra, 29-year-old Jesus Abraham Ayala Hernandez of El Centro, suffered fatal injuries. Driver and sole occupant of the Jeep, identified only as a 19-year-old El Centro resident, suffered moderate injuries and was transported to a hospital for treatment. California Highway Patrol says both drivers appear to have been wearing their seatbelts. They say the collision remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Valley College Mascot Identity Task Force is inviting the Imperial Valley community to take a survey that is collecting opinions and data regarding IVC's current mascot. They also invite the community to register and participate in a town hall meeting at 4 p.m. October 29th, where the public is welcome to ask questions and give their opinion regarding the IVC mascot. The Mascot Identity Task Force will make a recommendation based on the results of the survey. It will be presented to the Associated Student Government, various participatory governance committees, and ultimately brought to the IVC Board of Trustees for a decision. The survey is accessible to the public at imperial.edu/mascot, or you can check on IVC social media sites. It has already been distributed to current IVC students and college employees. At this time, the task force will not discuss preliminary findings to avoid persuading undecided minds. Breaking ceremony took place earlier this week in Imperial. George Gale has that story.
Imperial City officials and Fifth Street Development Company participated in this ceremony, breaking ground at for the Imperial Gateway Center. It'll be located on the vacant parcel at 15th Street and Highway 86. Mayor Darrell Pechtel said they were excited about what the project will bring to Imperial. He said it was the first step in rejuvenating the Highway 86 corridor in the city of Imperial. The Imperial Gateway Center will sit on a 4-acre site at the north end of the city, across from Frank Wright Middle School. Development will include the relocated U.S. Imperial Post Office, a 7-Eleven convenience store and gas station, and a drive-through restaurant pad. Construction begins this winter and is expected to be complete sometime in the summer of 2021. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? Well, call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's George Gale with the weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 97 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 70. National Weather Service says a gradual cooling trend is expected over the next several days as high pressure south of the region weakens. Considerably cooler conditions will move into the region early next week as the strong storm system settles across the desert southwest. Decent chances for showers and possibly a few thunderstorms are also expected as early as Sunday afternoon, likely lasting through Monday night. Storm activity mostly in the higher terrain. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 94. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 65. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly sunny on Friday. Highs right near 90. Winds will be calm throughout the day on Friday. And it's still a bit foggy out there. Not too bad, but still foggy. 72 degrees, 94% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Hello, I am Sylvia Marroquin, candidate for El Centro City Council. As a business professional with over 25 years in management, I know what it takes to lead an organization through a crisis. In these unprecedented times, I am ready to care for the health of our community, mitigate economic impacts due to COVID, and alleviate homelessness. As a lifelong resident, I am committed to improving the quality of life in El Centro. If you are ready for leadership with honesty, integrity, and transparency, then vote for me, Sylvia Marroquin, on November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Sylvia Marroquin for El Centro City Council 2020.
And in sports this morning, top story, of course, the World Series, Major League Baseball. It got interesting last night. The Tampa Bay Rays beat the Dodgers 6-4. That series is now tied at a game apiece. They're taking the day off today. The series will resume with Game 3 on Friday. It'll play Friday and Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday if necessary. That's the rest of the schedule. NFL on KXO Thursday. Today is Thursday, so we've got Thursday night football. That makes sense. Giants will take on the Eagles. You'll hear that game on KXO AM 1230. Raiders will be taking on a Tampa Bay Tom Brady team. You'll hear that one on FM 107.5. That's the Sunday night game. Monday night football, the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams. You'll hear that game on KXO AM 1230.
Your friend asked for one of your fries.
Just one, I promise.
So you say, sure, have a fry, but they take at least 7 fries.
Thank you.
Because it's never really just one fry, is it, meal? There's a meal for every moment on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu. Get all your favorite items like the McDouble, small fries, 4-piece chicken McNuggets, McChicken, and $1 any size soft drink for just a few bucks.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any offer or combo meal.
And going back to the Raiders, the Raiders are preparing, or they have placed, right tackle Trent Brown on the reserve COVID-19 list. Team also sent home all 5 of its starting offensive linemen Wednesday due to contact tracing, according to Coach John Gruden. Gruden said that he guesses they were around Trent, so they were exposed. He was speaking in a video call with the reporters. Said he can't get into things any more detail than that. Hopefully, he said, he'll get some of the players back this weekend, but hopefully before Sunday's game. And Adam Scott in golf tested positive for COVID-19 at the Zozo Championship, has withdrawn from the tournament Wednesday because of that's required by PGA protocols. That's it. Oh, well, Antonio Brown possibly signing with the Seahawks. His suspension is up after week 8 of this season. Seahawks are just among several teams who are interested in Antonio Brown.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it's time for financial news and weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. U.S. stocks kicked off early this morning a trade slightly higher as investors parsed a larger than expected drop for the first time weekly jobless claims and a stream of corporate earnings reports as talks over a fiscal stimulus package drag on. Dow Jones Industrial Average picked up 20 points, or 0.1%, to 28,229.34. The S&P 500 futures gained 2 points, or to make that 7 points, or 0.2%, to reach around 34.44. The NASDAQ Composite Index, meanwhile, they advanced 51 points. 0.4% to 11,539. Hard to read my own writing. That's a quick look at business. We've got your weather coming up.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. Take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
The high temperature yesterday, 97 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 70. National Weather Service says sunny skies can be expected today. Highs right near 94. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 65. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly sunny on Friday. Highs right near 90. Winds will be calm throughout the day on Friday. And right now we're looking at 72 degrees, 94% the relative humidity, bit of that fog lingering on. Your financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When the drains don't work, they do.
Better MPG than Impreza. Honda has it. Latest tech to keep you connected? Honda has that too. And now for a limited time, Honda has the best savings. Hurry, don't miss your chance to get into a new Civic and save thousands. You want it? Honda has it. See your Southwest Desert Honda dealer today. See HondaCars.com for complete competitive comparison details.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
And your CBS News brought to you this hour by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News on the hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kafin.
We did it. We did it. Judge Barrett's going to the floor.
To the floor of the U.S. Senate for the Supreme Court nomination of Amy Coney Barrett, sent through on a party line vote this morning in the Senate Judiciary Committee. Chairman Lindsey Graham called it historic.
This is why we all run. It's moments like this that make everything you go through matter.
Democrats on the committee boycotted the vote. Senate Party Leader Chuck Schumer.
The Senate should not be moving towards this nomination. To call this process illegitimate is actually being too kind.
CBS's Nancy Cordes says the full Senate is due to vote Monday.
There may be one or two Republicans who vote against her. It is widely expected that Republicans will have the votes they need.
It's Trump versus Biden in tonight's second and final presidential debate. Joe Biden tells CBS's Norah O'Donnell for 60 Minutes that packing the Supreme Court, adding justices, has to be a consideration.
There's a number of alternatives that go well beyond packing.
This is a live ball.
No, it is a live ball. We're going to have to do that. And you're going to find there's a lot of conservative constitutional scholars who are saying it as well.
President Trump tells Leslie Stahl that China bears responsibility for the coronavirus pandemic.
I think what happened was disgraceful. It should never have happened. They should never have allowed this plague to get out of China and go throughout the world. 188 countries.
The government accuses Iran and Russia of acting to interfere in the election, most recently with threatening emails to voters. FBI Director Christopher Wray.
We are not going to tolerate foreign interference in our elections or any criminal activity that threatens the sanctity of your vote or undermines public confidence in the outcome of the election.
It's a bad scene in northern Colorado. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti says evacuations have been ordered in towns in the path of a savage wildfire that's burning about 6,000 acres an hour.
It's getting worse and worse.
A Grand County, Colorado resident records in horror as the so-called East Troublesome fire fills the sky with massive plumes of dark smoke.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Wind-fueled flames helped propel the fast-moving wildfire, threatening hundreds of homes in the towns of Granby and Grand Lake, just 2 hours north of Denver.
The government says new claims for unemployment benefits fell to 787,000 last week, but are still at a historical high. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 14 points. The NASDAQ is down 52 points. This is CBS News.
Capital One is right in the palm of your hand, so you can check your balance, deposit checks, pay bills, and transfer money from your phone with a top-rated app. Get started online anytime. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, have you noticed how everyone's grammar is completely awful now? Like, you know, the texting and the LOLs. Whatever happened to punctuation? I mean, drivers who switch to Progressive could say big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Care. Whether it's your business or your family's health, the more care you put in, the better it will be. United Healthcare knows the difference care can make. It's why we offer plans that support your physical and mental health. And it's why we connect you to care whenever you need it with 24/7 virtual care. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do. United Healthcare. Plan benefits may vary.
Rising up from the pandemic, some new music from one of the greats.
Paul McCartney's posted a sampling of a new album that'll be released in early December.